What is up, guys? Welcome back to Dan's Reviews, and today we're going to be doing our monthly review for this month's issue of the Walking Dead comic book series. Sorry about the whole lighting thing. It's like nighttime right now. This video is probably going to be only uploaded by 9, but this is our monthly review for this month's issue of The Walking Dead comics, and that is for The Walking Dead issue 166 this month, which is called No Surrender. Now, this one was a huge issue. I mean, seeing this issue this is one of the biggest issues we've had in a while. So, if you missed it, I did my review, my Q&A video earlier on today for my 100 subscriber thing or whatever. So, if you want to check that out, I'll put the link in the description, and I'll also put the link for my last review of the Walking Dead single issues, which was for Walking Dead issue 165. So, this is 166. So, let's take a quick look at the cover. Again, spoiler warning if you have not seen it. Let's get into the issue. So, we have a picture here of Dwight, who is basically punching this savior, and it's a really cool shot. We have, of course, the savior here, and then we have Dwight right here. So, really like the effects of the burnt face. Really cool. I like how they keep up with that. So, really cool cover. Let's get into the issue. This one was a huge game changer for The Walking Dead. This had a lot of big moments that I did not expect to see. I thought this would be honestly a pretty calm issue. This was a pretty intense issue. So I picked this one up at the shop today, and really happy to get this one. Of course, our monthly Walking Dead issue. So basically, in this one, we have the beginning, which this is emotional as heck. So. We have Andrea here, which is bit, and she's like, I know, I'm bit. We don't have the time to deal with this right now. And she's just mad about the fact that she knows that she's not going to make it. And, I really did think that Andrea was not bit and that she was probably just shot or cut or something like that. It's confirmed that Andrea is actually bit, and I'm so upset because I don't really want them to kill off Andrea. Andrea is my favorite character in the Walking Dead comic books, and the fact that they're going to be killing her off probably in the next few issues is just terrible. I mean, absolutely terrible. So we have Rick and Negan, which this is cool because they're taking out the herd right here. And you have, of course, some of the other characters from the community that actually come and save Rick and Negan. And we basically find out that Rick and Negan have actually managed to fight through most of the walkers that had invaded Alexandria, which is pretty crazy if you think about it, because there were a lot of walkers there. So, yeah, pretty insane that they actually dealt with all of them. And then we see Rick, who is fighting all these walkers, and then ends up almost killing Carl. They're like, oh, like they're kind of killing zombies, and they run into each other, right? So it's pretty cool. Of course, they find each other again, because we haven't seen Rick and Carl find each other, or kind of have a scene between them two in, I would say, a while. So they meet up again, and we see basically Rick's group. You can see that there are walkers coming towards them, but then we see that they get all shot down, and Rick's like, at first he's like, thanks for the help, but then he notices that it's actually the Saviors, which has, of course, Sherri as the leader of this major group. And you can see that they've captured Dwight here, right there. So, pretty insane. It's a crazy twist, and they're just there, and they're there to tell Rick that they want to leave. They don't want to be part of this big, larger world thing. They have had enough of living in a very unsafe machine sanctuary type of deal. So, really crazy. They're kind of what happens in this one is that actually Rick's group are kind of getting their, like, the Saviors are pointing guns at Rick's group, and they notice Negan, which I thought was really cool right here. And he's like, hey, everyone. Really cool. He's just kind of casually, just kind of standing in the background there. And then what happens is Dwight actually hits one of the Saviors right in the belly, and then he goes right down, and then Dwight takes his gun and he basically says into positions, and he goes with Rick's group, and Dwight and the rest of Rick's group raise their guns right there against the Saviors, and they're pointing guns, right, and even Negan's part of Rick's group at this point, so really crazy. And then we see basically Rick's group, they actually do put down the guns when Rick says, he's like, stop, and everybody, when he says stop, and they do put down the guns, but it's a pretty crazy panel. So, and then we also see Sherri and Rick who talk, which Sherri is just done at this point. She's had enough. She does not want to be, there's a huge panel right there of her where she's just complaining, and she does not want to be part of Rick's little world, so to speak. And she gets so mad at Rick, she throws a table, and she's freaking out, and she does not want to be part of Rick's world. She slaps Rick in the face, and you don't really expect it, but we see Rick actually kills her, kills Sherri. She's attacking him, she's choking him, and Rick has enough, and he kills her because, of course, she takes him down. She's, choking him. And Rick has no choice but to kill Sherri. And he makes her snap her head on the table, and there's blood everywhere. It's brutal. And she's bleeding out right there. And that's how she dies. And Rick kills Sherri. So I thought that was just absolutely insane. And then, so that was insane. I was already freaking out. And then I noticed there was a couple pages left. And this is one of the most saddest things of comic books I've ever seen. Where Andrea comes in and she finds Rick and she says, she's dead, isn't she? And Rick asks her if she's okay. And she reveals that she's been bitten right there. So Rick sees it and he's just totally, he doesn't know what to say. He's emotional, and it's insane. So there it is. There it is. There's the issue, guys. So really insane. I did not expect all this stuff to happen in this Walking Dead issue. Really, really insane. So Andrea is gonna die. I really did not think that was actually a bite. I'm really, really surprised. And guys, I mean, Rick killed Sherri, pretty insane. We'll have to see though. I don't know if they'll do this part in the TV series where Rick's loved one is bit, right? Which in the TV series, Rick is with Michonne instead of Andrea. So I'm wondering if Michonne's gonna die, and I really, really hope that she does not. So I'm almost thinking, because it's Michonne, I feel like they won't. I feel like in the TV series they'll skip that whole part of Rick's loved one being bit. I don't think that'll happen in the TV series, to be honest with you. But the whole Rick kills Sherri thing, that I would like to see in the TV series. But I almost don't think that will happen either, because Sherri kind of ran away from the sanctuary, and she never did in the comics. So she kind of stuck around. So really, I'm not sure where they're going to be going with this, with the whole Sherri thing in the TV series, and will she return to have this part in the TV series? So this is a crazy issue, really sad at the end, man. I can't believe they're killing off Andrea. I never thought that they would kill off Andrea. We're talking about Andrea here, people. I cannot believe that they're going to do that. Is it still possible that she could have a cut maybe instead? They could. It's still possible. It is still possible, but it's looking like a bite. I'm going to still go. I am actually still going to go with it could still be a cut, but I'm going to say it's probably a bite, almost guaranteed, basically, especially after seeing this issue. But Anyway, guys, write your comments below about this Walking Dead single issue. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the regular videos, and I'll see you guys really soon. Thanks you for all the support in the comments, by the way, from the one hater that's been hating on tons of people in the comments. So let's get over it now. Let's just kind of let the person go away, hopefully. I really don't care for the person anymore, but yeah. So anyway, if you guys want to know who I'm talking about, I don't really say who it is, but if you want to hear more about it, go check out my Q&A videos. So anyway, guys, if you want to know more about what I'm talking about, but thanks for all the support, about the whole thing. I've had tons of friends talk to me in the comments saying like who was it and all that kind of stuff. I'm telling them stuff, and it's just it's weird. But anyway, let's continue on. Let's continue on with the regular videos, and I'll see you guys really soon, guys. Peace.